Here we go again. For the second time in 2 years, a struggling mall in Berks County is poised to lose a main anchor store and dozens of jobs. A major shopping mall anchored in Berks County for more than 30 years has entered into foreclosure, and now it's set to be sold.
The Fairgrounds Square Mall hitting the auction block, and store owners are worried that they may be pushed out of the mall. WFMZ's Ryan Hughes is live outside the mall with the story. Ryan?
Well, Rob, this is the paper that those store owners found on the mall on Friday. It says that the mall will be sold to the highest bidder. And as you can imagine, once the news spread about this auction, tenants quickly became concerned. According to documents filed in federal court, the mall's owner, GP Fairgrounds Square LP, defaulted on its mortgage. They owe the Bank of New York Mellon Trust Company more than $44 million in payments and interest. The bank initiated foreclosure proceedings last March.
The struggling Fairgrounds Square Mall has been dealt another blow. Chef Allen's has closed its restaurant at the mall in Muhlenberg Township. A sign on the door says the restaurant's closed to the public and it will be open for scheduled parties through the end of July.
Hi, this is Dan Bell, and this is my video tour of the Fairgrounds Square Mall in Muhlenberg Township, Pennsylvania. Here we are looking at the parking lot. This parking lot has more potholes than the mall has stores. And that is the truth. If you go look at that parking lot, you will be shocked at how many potholes there are. So here we are in the corridor heading toward where JCPenney used to be. And on the left here is a shoe store. Probably a discount shoe store. As you'll see in this mall video, there are so many leaks. There's buckets, wet floor signs everywhere. I like this shot right here of this elderly couple walking up the corridor. I would say the entire time I was in the mall, I saw maybe 10 people. So that gives you an indication of the dire straits this mall is in. Also, when we get to the food court, you'll see there's nowhere to get any food. Everything, all the food places have closed. Here's more wet floor signs because of the leaky ceiling. This right here looks like an old jewelry store. So here is the outside of the JCPenney that closed, and it has become a mom and pop furniture store. And here are the old cash stands from the JCPenney days. They are still there. Here's a wide shot of the view you'll see if you're standing in the doorway of where the JCPenney used to be. And this is the beginning of the main drag of the mall. The trees in this mall are doing very well. I've noticed that. The mall overall is pretty clean. They just have a leaky roof problem, and it is throughout the entire mall. And strangely enough, they have for lease signs everywhere. but it doesn't seem like they're doing any work to actually get tenants into the spaces they're trying to lease. And of course, Radio Shack, which is out of business now. I just know if I was a business owner and I walked through this mall, I wouldn't want to open a business here. This was an FYE. There's more of the wet floor buckets. It was a bright sunny day when I was here, and there was still water leaking from the ceiling. You could hear it dripping into the buckets. But literally leaks everywhere, all over the mall. And here's a view of the center court looking down towards Burlington Coat Factory, which is still in business. And on the left there, you'll see there's a Bath & Body Works, another store that's popular in dead malls. So they turned this old store here, old store space, into a boxing ring, and it went out of business. More closed down stores here. They're everywhere in this mall. Here's on the left a Rainbow that closed. A for lease sign here, and you can see the food court sign is on both sides, has letters that are not working. Straight ahead there was a Subway that's closed. They wanted 75 cents for refills, which I've never heard of. If you're getting a soda at Subway, they usually just let you get a refill. So here we are, walking down the corridor here. It looks like they're disassembling these eateries and moving everything out. They're probably going to put temporary walls up. Here's the place next to Subway that looks like it just closed. Here's a pretzel place that isn't open, so they're either out of business or they just went out of business, but they left the lemonade machine on. Lemonade, anybody? As you saw in the beginning of this video, this mall is having a lot of problems, has been plagued with problems for a long time. It sold at auction for like $13 million, which seems crazy considering what a large mall it is, but it's back up for sale again. And if you look, here's looks like an old fast food restaurant maybe. If you know what this was, leave a comment in the section below. And here we have a strange gate for a store. Looks like fencing. More temporary walls here on the left. This is actually the inside of that FYE store that we saw earlier. More wet floor signs. This store has a bunch of stuff that you usually don't see in a mall, but here we are seeing this. If you look up there on the ceiling, you see that clock? I thought that was kind of weird, kind of cool, that old clock that's hanging there. I don't know who would look up and see it, it's so small. And here are some more empty stores. We look in here. Looks like almost like they were playing bingo in here, or maybe having some kind of orientation or something. This is one of the corridors near JCPenney, or where JCPenney used to be. Here's a nail shop here with no customers. Here we are in front of a jewelry store that is pretty much just a place to sell your gold. They have this window here full of perfume, which I thought was pretty funny. And this is down in the hallway where we came in. This is a cigar shop, and they look like they have a great selection of cigars, plus they have a television show. So check it out if you're in the Muhlenberg Township. Cigar television. And you can smoke cigars inside of this place, which is pretty cool. Though I don't know, a cigar in a dead mall? And here we are. Be smart, take part, prepare. I think that's a good message for anyone who has a business in this mall. Anyway, that's the end of our tour of the Fairgrounds Square Mall. I am Dan Bell. Thank you for watching. Make sure you check out my other videos, and please subscribe and check me out on Facebook. Thanks a lot.